Our guest for today is Rashad Sinokrot, CEO and board member of Alliad, a multinational company. With over 2 decades of leadership experience, Rashad has steered the growth of the company across Australia, Africa, and the Gulf. He has been MBA graduate from the School of Wharton, the University of Pennsylvania. Also, a master's degree in education from the Teachers College, Columbia University. He has managed to win the hearts of everyone around him. So let's find out more about this man behind the CEO. Welcome, Rashad.
Well, thank you, Amena, for this kind introduction. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
I've walked in the corridors of the Alliad office, and everywhere, whether it's the frontline people or people in big offices, each and everyone has one thing in common: praise for you. How do you do that? What's the secret?
That's very kind. Again, thank you. Just being myself, I guess. Treat people the way I like to be treated. And everybody is there to make the world a better place and like to play my part of it. That's it.
What do you think is your number one quality that allows you to win the heart of people around you?
Oh, I think you're better than me in answering that question.
Thank you.
I would say just respecting them and treating them the way I would like to be treated or they would like to be treated. That's it.
If Rashad was not CEO of Alliad, what would he be?
I ask that
Alternate
my question
kid.
every day.
Alternate.
Until today, I don't know what I really want to be. I think like I can get another chance at it. I think I'm very fortunate where I am, and I'm very thankful and grateful for the opportunities that led me to where I am to leave an impact on people's lives and where we operate and all the communities where we are. But if I had to choose something different, people tell me, you're going to laugh at this, I have a good taste. So probably something related to design or fashion or architecture, maybe, something like that.
You know what? When you say that, I totally agree with you. You could have an alternate career in that. You do have an eye for design.
Thank you.
I've seen you make comments on observation, whether it's color coordination or so many different things, even the Alliad office itself. Tell us about the logo. I know that you had a hand in that too. Yes.
So it's really reinventing the possibilities of what can happen when people work together and the potential of human being. So the logo moves up, reflecting our ideas, which are our values,
right,
and just putting a focus lens on them.
That's I like that.
Idea.
So it's like this, right? It goes
correct.
Yeah?
It goes up and down, and you focus.
Zoom in,
on,
zoom out.
On the values.
I love it. It's very modern.
Thank you.
And I think it's in keeping with the times.
Happy to hear it resonated with you. Great.
Okay, so if you were given like a massive, unrestricted grant, right? You could have all the money in the world. What is that one problem in the world that you would like to solve?
A lot. I would start probably with offering children safety and love. If they have safety and love at their homes, then that's a strong foundation to start their lives from. I'd focus on eradicating ignorance, because when you eradicate ignorance, you create empathy between people and people get along. And I also would love to fight loneliness. It's a horrible disease, and connecting with each other is the best way to get over it. So yeah.
Loneliness in a world full of people is real.
Yeah, it is. Though you feel you're surrounded by people, but sometimes so alone. So it's a very hard feeling. Yeah.
Amazing. And these days there are many, they say AI can do everything, right? And there are many apps. You're feeling lonely, chat with us. I don't think if that works. I don't think it's a solution to the loneliness. I think it comes from a heart-to-heart connection with a real human being.
Absolutely, but it's also very telling that people are seeking connections and they're looking for it anywhere it is. And I was surprised to find out that one of the highest uses for ChatGPT is actually kind of therapy to the persons they're talking to. So that's quite telling in that part.
Absolutely. Okay, I have this question. If you were not, I know I asked you this question about CEO, but let's say that nothing you have now is what you have, stripped of everything.
Okay.
You have nothing. You have to start from the very beginning. what one skill do you think you would be relying on?
I think what has helped me a lot is resilience. No matter how hard I'm hit to the ground, I always get up and start again. So resilience, I would stick to resilience. And if I want to add another one, I would add courage, because having the ability to do something that I don't know where it's going to lead, but still go there and do it with full heart and integrity takes courage. So yeah, resilience and courage, I think they'll get you anywhere you want.
I love that. It's hard, right? In the face of adversity, resilience is hard to
Oh, absolutely.
get.
Absolutely.
Where is your reserve coming from?
It comes from my family. They're everything and everybody to me, and I'm a better person because of them. So just want to always meet their expectations and give them the life they deserve.
Okay, so there's one thing I have to tell you guys about Rashad, right? Every time you talk to him, there is one lesson he's learned, and it's coming from his son, Rashid.
That's right.
Tell us, what was the latest lesson that you had with Rashid? I know he teaches you so
He
much.
teaches me so much. It's incredible. We keep, like, with our kids, we try to teach them through our doing instead of just preaching them, because preaching goes from here and enters the other way around. So try to live the experience so that they notice more the action and learn from the action.
So true.
So one thing that really stuck with him, and I was really surprised when we were talking about, and he's like, what makes people successful, or etc. And I told him, people tell me I have to work hard. I told him, no, it's not working hard really.
Yeah.
That's what makes you successful. It's working smart.
Oh, yes.
Because you could work so hard, but you'd get only somewhere. But working smart, being able to learn, adapt, use resources, connect, and everything will get you much further. I didn't know he really remembered that. This summer, he took a course in the UK in engineering, because that's what he thought he was going to do. He found it a little bit hard, but he told me, I succeeded and I did really well in it. And I'm like, how you did that? You told me not to work hard, to work smart. I let other people do the work for me. I was like, that's not the lesson. That's not the. So it's just be careful about what you say. Sometimes you get your rush through.
I know, right?
Unbelievable ways.
And I was surprised to hear now he's in university, because I've been hearing stories about him when he was this young. So now
He still has one more year, but he's
to go.
preparing for it. So he was taking a summer course to prepare for the university. Yeah.
And I absolutely resonate with what you just said. I remember my son, he must have been 6 when we were watching this movie Kung Fu Panda, right? And there's a scene
a lot of fun. Yeah.
in which they say yesterday is history. Yeah, tomorrow is a mystery.
Yeah.
Today is a gift.
Correct.
And that's why it's called the present.
Yes.
So we listened to that, and he's like, what does that mean? So I give him a little 10-minute brief about, staying in the moment, joy of the moment. So that evening, we go to the barber, and then he's like cutting his hair, and he's like, very irritated. I'm like, stop it. Don't think about this. Think about, the birthday party you're going to go to tonight. And he turns around immediately and goes, but Mom, you asked me to stay in the present. I'm like,
Exactly.
children absorb what you say like this.
And they use it in the moment you least expect it.
I know.
Absolutely.
So yes, I've really enjoyed all the lessons that we've learned. One very important lesson that Rashid and you had discussed, and you shared that with us at the ALTP, is at the leadership program, is how hard it can be to say sorry.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Talk to me about that.
It's when you ask people what's the hardest thing that you could do, they never think it's really saying sorry. Because it's a hard thing, because we always have pride, and we always think we're right, and even you never want to admit to the other party that you were mistaken. However, by doing so, you immediately build a bridge, and the other person thinks so much highly of you that you don't hide behind an ego. You're a person who's willing to connect, and you immediately empathize with each other and build a relationship. So while it's the hardest word to say, but it is the best way to connect with somebody else, for sure.
I remember listening to you say this about 2 years ago. I was so impressed. I took that to heart. In fact, I included part of it in my communication skills session. I was like, yes, this has to have a place, because communication is about being authentic.
Absolutely.
And sometimes people are sorry about what they've done, but it's, like you said, hard to actually admit it, then you're not being authentic.
And it's like you said, it's about being authentic. It's not about being apologetic. It's about being really honest about your feelings and your thoughts, and respecting the others. That's nothing more than that. As simple as that.
Well, and I think that is also the secret to leadership, the kind of leadership that you practice every day. I've seen you in and out. Like I still remember there was this one person, Mandoop, Messenger, Alliad, and he picked me up and I asked him, do you like working with Alliad? And he goes, yes. And I was like, what's your number one reason? And he said, Rashad.
Oh, that's very kind. Thank you. I feel people read through you. I mean, no matter what act you try to put on, at the end of the day, people are smart and they can tell if you're genuine, if you're not, if you mean what you do, if you mean what you say, or you're just doing it for the sake of doing it. So just be yourself at the end of the day and enjoy what you're doing.
Okay, I have a difficult question for you.
You mean the ones that were easy?
Okay, what is one belief that you had earlier, okay, but since then you have completely reversed that belief?
I should solve everybody's problems, or I can solve everybody's problems.
Oh, I love that.
That it's a horrible thing, because it's not that I thought I was Superman, but it's just I thought I could give so much and help so much, and people need the help and everything. But it doesn't work that way. If people need help, they'll ask for it. Sometimes you could offer it, but trying to control everything around you will never work. Just try to control things that are under your control, and that gives you inner peace and calmness. If you try to solve other people's problems and things that are out of your control, you're just adding more stress to yourself, and it doesn't work. So focus on the things that you can change. That's all I would say.
I love it. And it must be relieving once you figure that out, right? Because otherwise it can be
it is
so
overwhelming.
Much pressure.
It is overwhelming, absolutely. And even if you do it out of good intentions, it's just, it's not the intention that counts always. It's the end result and how you go about it and the impact that it leaves. So take care of yourself first so that you're able to take care of the others. That's it.
I love that. And, you know, in all our sessions, in all our meetings, we always start with a safety moment.
Correct.
Right? And one of the things that our Chief Human Capital Officer, Toby Switzer, often speaks about is how when we are in a flight, we were asked to put the mask on first,
correct.
The oxygen mask, and only then you can help others. And I think equally important is the balance. Because throughout history, I feel like, you know, humanity has been like a pendulum.
Yeah.
Like there's so much importance to give, community, all of that. And then with social media now, it's all about self-care, self-love. And now I feel like the shift is going towards self. I'm like, wait a minute, before it goes the other way, let's find a balance. And I think that's important.
Balance is the right word. Absolutely. It's the magical word, for sure.
It's the magic balance. So tell me more about safety. And I know sustainability is huge in your leadership style. How does sustainability come into Alliad?
We're trying to do practices that really create value and leave an impact wherever we are. And how do we do that? It's through partnership with the people that we work with. Most of our operations are quite in remote sites and areas that are underprivileged, unfortunately, and very limited resources. So what we try to do is partner with the local communities, seek employment from them, upskill them, train them. That creates for them an opportunity to continue working after they work with us. So create for them a sustainable income, a cycle, employ women more, help build schools, help build hospitals. So with that part, buy, for example, local produce from the environment we are instead of importing it from somewhere else. Whatever is being manufactured locally, try to buy locally so that we give better economic means to the local population to improve their situation and so forth. When you improve people's life, they... Like somebody said, people may not remember what you say, but they will always remember how you made them feel. So if you really make them valuable, that they are partners in your success and what you are doing is part of a story that really helps them in the future, they will collaborate with you and everybody ends up being better off. And that's the sustainable cycle that we would like. And we continue on working everywhere where we operate. That's why Alliad is there.
I love that. So I know what Alliad does, but for the sake of our audience who not aware of what Alliad does, what can you tell us about
So
it?
Alliad provides solutions and services for governments and non-government organizations and multinationals in remote sites. And these solutions and services start with facility management, catering, maintenance, to procurement and supply chain solutions, and finally to infrastructure building and construction of schools, roads, hospitals, etc., things like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
You mentioned building schools. Can you tell me a little more about that? I'm very interested.
Yeah, absolutely. The pathway to really give a better opportunity for anybody is education. I really believe that is still relevant today, although to different directions. How can people improve and go up in society is through education, gives them better employment opportunities and so forth. So what we have done is we've been fortunate enough to have been chosen to construct really 10 schools of the capacity of around 1,500 students each.
Wow, that's amazing.
Spread out in various areas in Ivory Coast in Africa. And yeah, within 1 year, we were able to build those 10 schools, provided full furniture, computers, playgrounds, relatively modern facilities for these kids, so that they have the opportunity for a better future. And we're very proud of that project. These are the kind of projects that you really dream of having, because they create legacy and impact at the end of the day.
I love it. And it resonates exactly with what you just started the podcast with. You know, that one thing you'd like to do is have education for everyone. And you are doing it.
That's why I enjoy my job. I get to do what I really like, so can't complain.
It doesn't feel like a job then.
Very grateful, exactly.
If you were going to write a letter to your 80-year-old self,
Okay.
what would you write? What would you ask that one question to your 80-year-old?
I have a lot to ask. Probably, have I been really authentic to myself all the time? Or did I let the influence and impact of others direct me sometimes? Is my 80-year-old person happy and fulfilled? Should I have spent more time certain parts of my life? Or should I have not wasted time on certain things in my life? Yeah, probably all of those would reveal themselves in time, I guess.
They say management is about climbing the ladder fast, but leadership is about making sure that the ladder is stacked against the right wall.
Yeah.
How often do you do this check? Is my ladder against the right wall?
That's I don't really do a check, but I know I'm, despite being a fast person, I take my time in doing things or making things happen until they are at the right moment. And sometimes I miss opportunities for overthinking. But I'm happy with everything so far, so can't complain. Could have been much better, but could have been much worse. So I think being content and grateful for whatever it is gives a lot of peace of mind. So taking it one day at a time, that part.
I know with schools and so many other projects that you're doing, apart from what you've done for Alliad and the way it has grown over the years, amazing. Australia, Africa, the Gulf, but apart from all of that, do you ever sit down and think about the impact that you've had?
Not really that I think about what impact I had. I just like to see the results of it translating. When, for example, we get an expose, Alliad did this in the news, that's great that people are recognizing the efforts. When somebody says, I remember you said this or you did this, that helped me something, that for me makes my day. It's not about me doing it for the purpose of that, but it's nice to see that the efforts were really recognized, or resulted in the goal that you intended to have them.
So if I were to ask you, what is your biggest, most beautiful distraction? It takes you away from your work, but you love it so much, you're still going to do it. I know your first love is you love your work. We just established that. But what's a distraction?
I have many distractions.
Okay. I find that so hard to believe. I just feel like you always are working. But tell me, what has distracted you?
Work can be a distraction too. Actually, there are two things that fuel me a lot. Number one is giving back. So I volunteer as being the chair on the American School of Dubai. It's a not-for-profit school, and we have around 2,000 students. I don't get paid. I spend a lot of time. And it's a lot of it's really fulfilling because you're part of the life, kind of a godfather for 2,000 kids.
Wow.
From age 3 years old until 18, and custodian for generations to come. So it is great what we do and the impact that we leave. But there's a lot of issues that you handle and problems, and people don't get to say thank you, but they only approach you when there are problems. So just giving back my experiences and my knowledge and sharing how we can make the school better is very fulfilling for me, and has been probably a tremendous growth experience that helps me disconnect from the material world we live in and go to a more therapeutic doing by not expecting a return and volunteering there. So that's a distraction that has fueled me quite a lot. The second one is definitely working out in the morning, first thing after waking up. I prioritize that before any business meeting I may have or whatever, because it just sets me in the zone, puts me in the right energy, right mind frame, so as to take on anything that throws on me during the day.
Thank you. Can we just zoom in onto this, please? Because I absolutely, being a wellness ambassador at Agility, I want to make sure that everyone understands that taking care of yourself is important. Sometimes I feel like sleep is always underrated. People feel like, oh, I just slept for 4 hours and it's like a good thing. No.
Not bad at all.
Please talk more about your health routine. We left it. I want people to be inspired. I want them to know that here's someone who does all that he does and yet finds the time to stay fit, healthy, because that's what's going to allow you to do everything that you do.
To be honest, I think I can do everything that I do because of the taking care of myself and the health routine that I have. It's a no compromise. First thing I do in the morning, after I wake up and have a small breakfast and drink, is just do my workout. Absolutely. I do strength training 3 times a week. Conditioning cardio twice a week, and a group class once a week, and I leave 1 day for recovery and rest. And we spoke about recovery, cold therapy, infrared, do you remember?
Yes.
Which always help with inflammation and getting the mindset right. So the strength is important because strength training, because as you age you need your muscles to support you. Conditioning is good for the heart because you need your heart to work right as you grow older. And recovery and sleep is really important because that's how your cells regenerate and you get back your energy and you grow, and there's no compromise that. You think you're a superhero, but at the end your body keeps count, as the book says, and will take a toll on you and reflect that. So there's no compromise with that for me, no matter what.
You know, every time you're speaking, there are like so many threads of conversation that I want to catch on, and I feel like I'm missing out on a few. So let's go back. Were there any other distractions that you wanted? You spoke about education and the work that you do, volunteer work that you do.
If I share any more, people think I won't work. I don't work anymore, and I don't want my superiors to know that. So no, that's for today.
Okay. But touching upon the, I can see how education in school and, providing children with an opportunity is important. And I wanted to share this one experience that I had. Ajali also donated a school, and it was in a remote part in India. And I was asked to go and, oversee what has happened. So I was there, and we were talking to the children. It was a year later, right? So it was the first year was this construction, and a year later, when there were students there, teachers were enrolled. I went there and asked one of the children. I was asking everyone. We were giving away books and uniforms and stuff. And I asked one of the girls, "What do you want to be when you grow up?"
Amazing.
it gives me
Goosebumps.
goosebumps.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Even till date. And that's the kind of, I wanted to highlight, that's the kind of impact that you've been creating with, making all these schools. So,
Thank you.
well done.
Thank you.
This question has to do with a longing desire to meet someone, living or dead.
Oof.
Any one person, if you'd like to meet, and when you do, what would your question or comment be?
I'm going to give you not a typical answer, actually, this time.
Okay. I did not expect anything less. You always
I'll probably go back to I'll ask myself when I was a teenager, and when did I stop believing that everything is possible, and what would I do to regain that feeling?
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, because when you're a kid, you feel you have wings, you can fly and you can do anything that you want. But as we become adult and older, I don't know what cuts our wings as we go through. So it's nice to have that feeling that you're free and you can do anything that you want.
If you could do anything you want.
That's too much power. No.
I always ask this question as an icebreaker to people. I was like, I want to know your name, and I want to know that one supernatural ability that you'd like to have, if you could get it.
Make my wife happy every day.
Oh my God. We make sure your wife is listening to this.
Okay.
Rashad, you've impressed hundreds of people around you. Who impresses you?
It's not a person or a personality. It's just it's just an act of kindness, really. Just somebody doing something nice to somebody else, stopping, thanking somebody, or giving a compliment, or just being kind to somebody else. These days, it's all about me, myself, and I versus trying to make others feel appreciated and good. So anybody that does an act of kindness is an impressive person for me.
I love that. I love that. Yes, it is important. And in one of the articles, you had mentioned about integrity very recently, and what it is. What is integrity for you?
That's something my son actually taught me too. And he always says it's doing the right thing even when nobody is watching, when things are really hard. And that's quite true. It's just, we don't do things because people are watching or they're easy. It's just doing the right choice that your conscience tells you to do, no matter how hard it is, and even if when nobody's watching.
Okay, so now we are coming to the fun part of the conversation. It's called a rapid fire round.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to give you one word, and you give me the word. It need not be just one word. It could be 2 or 3 words. We can extend that. But the first thought that comes to your mind immediately.
I'll do my best.
Okay, and if you're good, then here is a gift hamper for you.
Thank you.
Okay, these are some hand-cooked potato chips and some very healthy protein and stuff, because I know you're a very healthy and take care of yourself person. So these are some, but only if you pass.
Okay.
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 So this is what at stake here.
Yalla.
Okay, let's do this. Okay.
Let's do it.
Legacy.
My son Rashid.
Coffee.
First thing that comes to my mind is beautiful smell.
Smell. Oh, yeah. yes. You know what? I'm not much a caffeine drinker, but I love the smell like I do. Yes, right. Mentor.
Wife. She's always right.
Oh, you may have figured out how to keep her happy. Yeah? Yes, your supernatural ability is coming into practice. Failure.
Every day. Oh, best lesson.
Wow. Nice. Home.
Family and safety.
Sun.
Warmth and energy.
Oh, I love that. Okay, morning.
Fun.
Vacation.
Mountain breeze.
Oh, tell me more.
For me, I enjoy vacations that are with nature, and you smell the trees, and there's a cold air coming in, fresh air. That's for me. I'm more of a mountain person than a beach person, I would say.
Okay.
Love working and hiking in those places.
Comfort food.
French fries.
Okay, let's make sure we get some French fries after this. Yes. Sleep.
Rest.
Weekend.
Too short.
Yes, I know the feeling. Music.
Full of life.
Love it. What kind of music do you listen to?
I listen to everything.
Everything?
Yeah.
I think that says a lot about your personality also, right? Diverse, appreciating different cultures, genres, embrace as you go.
Yeah, it fuels me, absolutely. Absolutely. We always learn from others, for sure.
Superpower.
Empathy.
And I can vouch for that. You definitely have that.
Thank you.
For sure. AI.
A blessing and a curse.
Ooh, nice. Good one. Fear.
No room for fear.
Gratitude.
For everything and always.
Oh. There's a special quality about gratitude. I know it's across the globe. And there's a special place for gratitude in all of the scriptures and everywhere.
Yeah.
What do you think gratitude has? What place does it have in your life?
It really starts with just being thankful for whatever I have right now. It's not about what I want or what I wish. It helps you be at peace with everything around you, with yourself. So just thankful for everything, because the world that we live on is very turbulent, and there's so many things that are happening around us that we tend to complain about things that we take for granted, and just appreciating what it is and in the moment is beyond the bliss. So very grateful.
I'm thinking about the time when it was last year we had gone to this meditative retreat, and the person who was helping us breathe in a certain way to tap into the universal pool of energy. He said something really profound which stayed with me. And it's about how your one thought creates an electric pulse, and a feeling creates a magnetic pulse. And together, this electric and magnetic pulse create this electromagnetic field around you.
Oh, beautiful.
And this electromagnetic field has a lot to do with, of course, how your physical body shows up, but also who you attract and what you attract in the future.
Very important.
Very important,
I completely
right?
agree. Completely agree.
And I was
It's like you manifest your own thoughts and energy. Absolutely.
You're right?
Yeah.
It's all about manifestation. So the reason why I brought it up is because you mentioned, somewhere in your teenage years, you were thinking about nothing's impossible, and what changed that. And sometimes the world can do that to us, but I think it's tapping back into who we truly are and what our human potential is. And the best way to understand the fact that your future potential already exists is, I think, how you tune into a song, right? So let's say we are playing 99.7 Radio FM, whatever the Dubai channel is. Now, when you tune into it, you can listen to the song. Was the song playing before you tuned into it?
Yeah.
It was. But you couldn't listen to it because you were not tuned.
Yeah.
The minute you do, you listen. And it's just like that. All your future potential, Rashad, the happy Rashad, the healthy Rashad, all Rashads are available in the future as a potential. The way you're going to attract that is if you tune into that.
Yeah.
And the way to tune into that is to resonate in that frequency in the moment.
Very nicely said. Very nicely said.
Right?
Agreed.
And I think this is the importance of gratitude, because as soon as you say thank you, you put yourself in this beautiful receiving state of everything that is meant for you. And as soon as you say thank you, you are already in the feeling of having it.
I'm very much in tune. Thank you.
So I love
much
that.
Appreciated. Absolutely.
And I think
you
a lot
for
of your
sharing that.
success, the fact that you have what you've been thinking, dreaming, wanting, desiring, could be your level of gratitude and what you have. I think that could be a supernatural power.
Thank you.
Okay, next word. Patience.
I don't know what that word means. I'd love to learn patience.
Tell me more. Why do you say that? I'd like to know this more from your parents.
No, it's always action oriented. Let's get it done. Can't wait for things, even though sometimes you understand the process that there has to be, but I'm just want to finish and do the next thing. Yalla, yalla, yalla. So yeah,
It's not.
that's
Not
definitely poor quality I have.
You know, I just had a visual of you in your room, right? And when you were growing up, like your bedroom door has this thing on it. It says, "Lord, give me patience." And when you turn it around, it says, "But please hurry."
So true.
Yeah?
So true.
It could be you, yeah?
So true. That's me.
Okay, Netflix.
Not a fan.
Okay. Social media.
Don't know how to use it. Maybe LinkedIn a little bit, but I don't have any other accounts. I mean, that's another distraction, but I'm not good at it, so I don't know how to use it. Social media. No.
Okay. Okay, the last question. Alliad.
Yeah. The first word that comes to it, legacy. We said that before. Impact.
Impact.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so these were your 10 rapid fire questions. And
How did I do?
I think you did really well.
Thank
Yes,
you.
I think you
deserve the
absolutely
outcome.
deserve this. Yes, let us inaugurate this
Thank you
moment
so
right
much.
here. This is your hamper.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to binging on it this weekend.
The short weekend.
Yes.
If the entire world was listening to you for this next 1 minute, what is it that you'd be saying? Talk to your audience.
Oh, the entire world is listening to me now. I think we are more alike than different. We've all loved and lost. We've all hoped and feared. Just be kind, be present. Changing the world starts with one heart. So, thank you.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you, Amena. It's been a
So
pleasure.
the whole world, you were listening. How now we shall act upon it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
No patience.
No. So Rashad, you have a diary, and in this diary, I'd like you to write one question, which will be for my next guest. So you don't know who the guest is. Well, neither do I. But this will be the question I'll be asking my next guest. Yeah, and we're going to continue this legacy. So what would the question be? Go ahead.
Simple but not easy.
Ooh, I wasn't expecting any less from you, Rashad.
Here you go.
Okay.
Hope you can read my handwriting.
Yes, it is legible. Rashad, you are an absolute inspiration
You're
for
very
me,
kind.
for our audience.
You're very kind. Thank you. Great.
Like a small boat in an ocean, sending big waves into motion. How his one word can make a heart open. He may have only one match, but he can make an explosion. This, ladies and gentlemen, was my guest for today, Rashad Sinokrot. Thank you so much for being
Thank
with
you,
us.
Amna. It's a pleasure. Thank you very much again. Great. I don't get to reflect as much as I would like to. I'll start doing that. You give me that stop and reflect a little bit more. So we'll try to do that.
You know, with this
Sometimes
podcast.
my own thoughts scare me, but I'll try to. I said no fear, so let's do it.
Yes, no fear. I loved it. The rapid fire round went really well. I thought you were like bang on with so many of the things. And you can see that you're authentic because every time you say something, it goes back to what you had already said. And it's like, you know, it ties together. And I think that is the profoundness of most interviews would be about leadership, focused on Alliad, what they do. What I wanted from this podcast and from others is the man behind the title, you know. So you may have thought that it was less about Alliad and less about leadership and vision, but more about who you are as a person. And I think that was my intent.
I hope that came across.
It did.
Excellent. Thank you.
It did.